May 18, 1965. Two Russian men are about to achieve history. Aboard a spaceship, they hover well above the Earth, taking in all the sights. Never in history has a man ever entered space, and here was this astronaut, ready to step out, with nothing to protect him but a tether around his waist and his spacesuit. Nobody knew what to expect. He exited the spaceship, and immediately he saw nothing but beauty. There was Earth, unobstructed in all its glory. Minutes felt like seconds. The astronaut felt like a child again as he gazed upon the entirety of humanity. Little did he know, disaster would soon occur. It was not yet known that the spacesuit he was wearing would inflate once it hit space. As his spacesuit grew, he continued to enjoy the amazing view. Time went quick, and he decided it would be best to return to the spaceship to ensure safety. But as the spacesuit had inflated, he was unable to return in the way that he came. He was much too big. Panic started to settle in. The first man to walk in space was now stuck in it. A dangerous decision had to be made. They decided to deflate his suit by releasing the oxygen valve. This was extremely dangerous. He could run out of air, suffer from heat stroke, or even succumb to decompression sickness, any of which would kill him. His oxygen levels reached below the recommended levels, but it was enough to deflate his suit and return him safely to the spaceship. It was time to return back to Earth. As they were descending, it became apparent that they were still in danger. The automatic guidance system, which would lead them safely back to Earth, had now malfunctioned. Having to work manually, the astronauts fought to return back home, which they did. But they crash-landed far, far away from home. They had crashed in a hospitable, snowy mountain. No humans were present for hundreds of thousands of miles. Temperatures reached below -5 degrees Celsius, and all they had was their tiny little spaceship to keep them alive. Although the conditions were a big enough task, the astronauts had other things to worry about. They had landed in an area heavily stocked with wolves that were currently aggressive due to their mating season. Their superiors had located them, but couldn't get to them, which meant they had to endure a night in the snowy wilderness. They managed to survive. Then the next day they were dropped supplies to help them survive even further. This meant they could build fires. They spent another night in the blistering snow, but were able to fend off any predators because of this fire. The very next day, they were rescued and were equipped with ski equipment and skied through the mountains to safety. These astronauts were extremely lucky. So many times their lives could have been taken away, and they were spared. They were fortunate not to die in space, die on impact when they crashed, or to be hunted down and devoured by these vicious wolves. They were able to walk away and tell one hell of a story.